Psalm 121 prayer, to cover your day and night. God's promise to keep you always. Before the sun rises, before the world fully wakes, there's a sacred quiet that holds space for something holy, something personal. It's in this stillness that our hearts find the clearest connection with God. And it's here, right now, that I want to invite you into a moment with Him. Not rushed, not formal, just real. Just you and the one who never sleeps, who never looks away, and who has already written today and tonight into His perfect hands. There's a reason Psalm 121 has carried believers through centuries of storms, journeys, joys, and silent nights. It's not just poetry, it's a promise. A song written by weary travelers making their way toward Jerusalem, lifting their eyes to the hills and remembering where their true help comes from. It's the song of the soul that knows it's not alone, even when everything else says otherwise. In the morning we rise with 1,000 thoughts. Some are full of hope, others shadowed by worry or weariness. But what if the first words we whispered weren't our own? What if they were ancient and proven, full of life and power? I lift up my eyes to the hills, from where does my help come? My help comes from the Lord. That's not just a nice verse to start the day. That's a declaration. That's truth you can stand on before your feet even touch the floor. And when the night rolls in, when the lights go off and the noise fades out, we're left alone with our thoughts again. That's where fear likes to speak loudest. That's when the enemy loves to whisper the most. But Psalm 121 reminds us, He who watches over you does not sleep. You don't need to hold it all together, because God already is. You don't need to stay awake with anxiety, because He's already awake with perfect peace. So whether you're watching this with the sun rising outside your window, or the moonlight spilling across your room, this moment is yours, and it's God. Together, we're going to walk through this psalm slowly and intentionally, as a morning prayer to begin your day with purpose, and as a night prayer to lay down your burdens and find true rest. Let's take our eyes off what's ahead or behind and fix them on the one who keeps, the one who never lets our foot slip, the one who never grows tired, the one who is even now keeping you. Take a deep breath. You're not here by accident. God has something to say, and it starts with a song from long ago that's still echoing today. Let's lean in. When morning light first creeps through your window, there's a gentle invitation in that moment. A call to lift your gaze higher than your own strength, higher than the challenges you know are coming, higher than anything you can see or touch. That's the heartbeat of Psalm. I lift up my eyes to the hills. Where does my help come from? My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. Sometimes just waking up can feel overwhelming. You think of all the places you'll have to go, all the decisions to make, all the unseen hills that rise in your path. But in this prayer, there's a turning away from self-reliance and a turning toward God's promise. It's like saying, before anything else steals my attention, I choose to look up. I choose to remember that help isn't a distant wish, it's a reality. Right here, right now, found in the God who made everything. As you pray these words in the morning, let them become your focus. You don't have to climb the mountain alone. You don't have to muster up enough willpower to get through the day. The Lord Himself, your Creator, your Helper, is already beside you, already ahead of you, already working all things for your good. Let your heart settle into that assurance. Your help doesn't come from your own efforts or anyone else's approval. It comes from the Lord, and He never fails. As the day stretches before you, there's comfort in knowing you're never out of God's sight. Psalm 121 goes on to declare that He will not let your foot slip. He who watches over you will not slumber. It's easy to forget this when you're busy, distracted, or when things go sideways. Maybe you feel invisible sometimes, like no one really notices your struggles or your victories. But the truth is, God's attention is never divided. He's not dozing off when you need him most. He's not too busy for you. He's watching, attentive to every detail of your day, every step you take. That kind of care is rare in this world. People may forget. Friends might be unavailable. But God never clocks out. His eyes are always on you. In the moments when you feel alone, or when anxiety creeps in, remind yourself of this promise. God is not just with you, He is actively keeping you. You can face whatever comes, because you're never left to your own devices. You don't need to earn His attention or prove your worth. He is already present, always awake, always awake. And here's something even more incredible. He never sleeps. He never grows weary. The Psalm says, "He who watches over Israel will neither slumber nor sleep." Think about that for a second. The world might demand that you stay alert, keep working, always be on your guard. But God invites you to rest in the knowledge that He is vigilant on your behalf. While you sleep, He is awake. While you worry, He is working. Even as you go about your day, God is ahead of you, behind you, surrounding you with His protection. That's why as you move through the hours, you can do so with confidence. God's keeping is not passive, it's powerful. He is your shade at your right hand, your protector, the one who stands between you and everything that would try to steal your peace. The Lord is your keeper. This isn't just a title, it's a relationship. It's an unbreakable bond. He guards your heart, your mind, your very soul. This morning, let that truth anchor you. And tonight, as the world quiets down and the shadows grow long, remember that you are still being kept. Nothing slips past God. No threat, no sorrow, no fear is too small or too great for Him to handle. He is always there, steady, strong. You are not forgotten, not for a moment. Let this prayer shape the way you move through the day and the way you surrender to rest at night. God is your keeper. Now, as the sun rises higher and the pace of the day picks up, there's something profoundly reassuring in knowing you're not walking alone. The Lord is your shade at your right hand. The Psalm said that one line is loaded with meaning, especially when life starts to feel like a relentless heat beating down on you. You know those days where stress piles on, decisions weigh heavy, and emotions feel raw. In those moments, God doesn't remove you from the heat of life, but He stands right beside you, shielding you from being overtaken by it. In biblical times, shade was more than a comfort, it was survival. The desert sun could be deadly. So when God says He's your shade, He's promising life, covering, nearness. And did you catch where He stands? At your right hand. That's a place of strength, support, and closeness. He's not distant, not observing from afar. He's right there, step for step, covering you in every situation. And in the moments you feel most exposed, most worn down by what the day is throwing at you, He is still there, shielding you from the full weight of the pressure. This is the God who walks into every meeting with you, sits beside you in the silence, stays present when no one else understands. And as the day begins to wind down, the same shade that covered you while the sun was high still holds you when the stars come out. He doesn't leave when the workday ends, or when the noise of life quiets down. As you lie in bed and think back on the day, on everything that happened, everything you wish had gone differently, He's still there, right hand steady, shade still sure. And then the Psalm says this, "The sun shall not strike you by day, nor the moon by night." That might seem poetic, but don't miss the meaning here. It's not just about physical elements. It's a way of saying God covers you in every season, in every hour, in every kind of storm. The sun and moon together represent the totality of life, from the brightest highs to the darkest lows. There's no moment where His protection lapses, no situation where you're vulnerable and uncovered. Whether you're navigating the glare of attention and expectations during the day, or the silent mental battles that seem to surface at night, God is your constant. Maybe the daytime brings pressure and busyness, while the nighttime brings loneliness or fear. He covers it all. He's the same keeper in daylight confidence and in midnight questioning. The same hands that steadied you through the stress of the day now hold you as you close your eyes and release it all to Him. Then comes this powerful promise: the Lord will keep you from all evil. He will keep your life. That line hits deep, because we all know that evil isn't just the obvious thing. Sometimes it's subtle: discouragement, fear, temptation, lies whispered into your mind about your worth or your future. This verse is a promise that God isn't just protecting your circumstances, He's guarding your soul, your inner life, your heart, the parts of you that the world doesn't always see, but that God knows completely. When you step into a new day, you're walking into an unknown. You don't know what text is going to pop up, what news might hit your inbox, what mood someone might bring into your space, but God knows. And He's already promised to keep you. That doesn't mean nothing hard will happen, but it does mean no evil will touch your soul without going through Him first. He is your defender, and when you lay your head down at night, that same keeping continues. He guards your heart while you sleep. He stands watch when your defenses are down. Let this truth quiet your soul. You don't have to be constantly on guard. You don't have to exhaust yourself with what-if scenarios. God is doing the keeping. He is watching over your life, not just your physical body, but your thoughts, your emotions, your spiritual battles. That's the kind of care only He can provide. That's why your prayer, morning and night, can be one of surrender. Not because life is easy, but because your keeper is faithful. And the psalm finishes this way: the Lord will keep your going out and your coming in from this time forth and forevermore. What a full circle promise. He doesn't just meet you at the start or show up when you need rescuing. He's there in every step, in every entrance and every exit, in every beginning and every ending. When you walk out your front door, He's there. When you come back home, weary or victorious, He's still there. It's not a temporary arrangement. It's a forever promise. So tomorrow, as you go out, whether it's to work, to school, to face something hard, or celebrate something good, remember, you are not going alone. You are kept. And tonight, as you come back in, whether with joy or heavy questions, you are still kept. Every journey you make, every place you go is under the watch of the Lord. Your days are held, your nights are covered, your life is seen. You are kept now, and you will be kept forevermore. Now that we've walked through each verse of Psalm 121 and let its truth soak into our spirit, it's time to make this more than a reflection. This is the moment where it becomes your personal declaration, a way to begin your day with faith, confidence, and clarity. Morning isn't just about waking up. It's about stepping into alignment with the God who holds the day before you. Psalm 121 isn't just a nice psalm to recite. It's a weapon, a shield, a reminder that you are covered, led. So before the phone lights up, before the demands come, and before your feet hit the ground, let these words rise from your heart like incense before the Lord. Lord, today I lift my eyes to you. I don't know everything this day will hold, but I know you hold me. I declare that my help does not come from anything this world offers. My help comes from you, my Creator, my Keeper, my constant source of strength. You made the heavens and the earth, and there's nothing too big or too small for you to handle. I trust you. Keep my feet steady, Lord. Guard me from slipping into fear, distraction, or discouragement. Thank you for watching over me, without rest, without sleep, without fail. While I move through my day, remind me that I'm never outside of your gaze. You are fully aware, fully present, fully active in my life. I declare that you are the shade at my right hand. When the pressures come, when the heat of the day weighs on me, I will not be burned. You are my covering. You're the one who absorbs the intensity of what would otherwise overwhelm me. Thank you for standing so close, for never leaving my side. I proclaim that the sun will not harm me by day, nor the moon by night. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. No attack, no lie, no fear, no exhaustion will take root in my soul today. I stand protected by your presence. I am guarded by your word. Preserve me, God. Guard my heart from evil, from compromise, from temptation. I trust you to protect not just my body, but my soul, my thoughts, my desires, my peace. Keep me pure, keep me focused, keep me near to you. As I go out today, whether to work, to meet people, or to face unknown things, I go in your name. And as I come in again, I return knowing I've never walked alone. You keep me from this moment, and forevermore. I rest in that. I rejoice in that. In Jesus' name. And now, as the day slowly fades and evening settles in, it's time to let this same psalm walk you into rest. There's something sacred about ending your day with God's word on your lips, especially when Psalm 121 offers such peace. You don't have to carry the weight of the day into your sleep. You don't have to fall asleep with anxious thoughts or lingering regrets. Tonight you can lay everything down, your victories, your failures, your questions, and be reminded that while you sleep. So take a breath, slow everything down, get comfortable, and as you prepare for sleep, let this be your prayer. God, as I close my eyes tonight, I lift my gaze one more time, not to the stress, not to the things I didn't get done, not to the thoughts that chase me, but to you. My help comes from you. You've been with me all day, in every step, and I trust you'll be just as present in my rest. Thank you that you never slumber. Thank you that I don't need to stay alert to every possibility, because you already are. You are watching over me. Your eyes are on me, and your hand is steady around. I give you my worries. I give you every conversation I replay in my mind, every plan for tomorrow, every unresolved emotion. I place it all at your feet. I will not carry what you're already holding. Be the shade over my rest tonight, Lord. Let no fear, no darkness, no lie disturb my peace. Cover my dreams. Watch over my family, my home, and my heart. Let me rest in the shelter of your wing. Keep me from evil, even while I sleep. Guard my thoughts, protect my spirit, and let your presence be my refuge. Wrap me in your peace. Refresh me with your presence. And when I wake, remind me again that you have kept me, that my going out and my coming in are sealed with your promise. I lay down tonight fully loved, fully seen, fully held. In Jesus' name, Psalm 121 becomes more than a passage. It becomes the rhythm of a life lived in trust. Morning and night, this psalm offers a spiritual rhythm to return to. When we choose to begin and end each day with God's promises on our lips, we're doing more than forming a habit. We're aligning our lives with eternal truth. This isn't about perfection. It's not about praying with eloquent words or never missing a day. It's about remembering that you have access to something sacred every time you lift your eyes to Him. Psalm 21 is yours. It's your anchor in chaos, your covering in battle, your light in the darkness. It's the word that reminds you who God is and who you are in Him. So tomorrow morning, when your alarm goes off and the day starts again, don't rush into the noise. Take a second. Speak this psalm. And tonight, when the lights go out and everything else goes quiet, let these words carry you into rest. The Lord will keep your going out and your coming in from this time forth and forever. May you walk in that promise. May you sleep in that peace. and may your life, every hour of it, be covered by the keeper who never lets go.